Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to another awesome encounter with another awesome person. I have the one, the only Miss Sally. Hello, Miss Sally.
Hello, hello.
May I call you Shay?
Of course.
Wonderful. Before we start, I want you to look at the camera and tell everyone a little bit about yourself and what is it that you do?
So I am a cosplayer. I used to hang out with, Key when I lived in Vegas. We met, years and years ago. So he's kind of what kickstarted me into doing anything online.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know. There's not much to tell about me.
Oh, really? You really believe that I got you here for an hour and you have nothing? Okay, fine. You want to play? I got you. All right. What are some of the things you advocate in your social media posting? Yeah. Let's start off with that. Your advocacy.
I advocate for mental health because that's something I struggle with myself. Between having anxiety and panic disorder, you got to take care of yourself. It doesn't matter who you are or how strong you think you are. Your mental health is very, very important. I also advocate for physical health because I have a lot of health conditions that I'm trying to find out about myself, trying to get those pieces put together. You can't help somebody else if you can't even take care of yourself. So you have to put yourself number one.
Oh, that's it? Okay. Wait a minute. I distinctly remember a while back that you were advocating for some actual conditions and some conditions you actually have. And you were talking about it and you were bringing awareness to. What were those things?
PCOS, I have that's been diagnosed for sure. I'm working on a diagnosis for hypermobile Ehlers-Danlos because a lot of the symptoms that I struggle with, as I've slowly done research and watched videos on and heard other people talk about, a lot of my symptoms fit that. So I've been talking to my doctor who sent me to rheumatology to try to figure out, okay, what's going on. And I was told that there was only one doctor in the entire state that can make that diagnosis, which is kind of strange. I'm still going to keep looking into that. But it's something I definitely feel fits what I've got going on. And there's nobody better to advocate for me than me. I live with all of my symptoms every day. And I'm lucky that I have a general practitioner that's willing to listen and say, hey, I believe you. Let's get you over here and try to get this figured out. But I learned doing things like touching my thumb to my arm. That's not normal. Most people can't do that.
That just makes you special. What are you talking about?
You're not supposed to be able to bend your fingers back more than 90 degrees.
Right.
Okay. Yeah. I've learned that all the things I thought were normal, most people can't do.
Well, no, you're just normal and everyone else has disabilities. No.
Something, you know?
So let me ask you about your cosplaying. How did it all start? And what do you normally cosplay as?
So cosplaying for me started at the beginning of the pandemic in 2020, when everybody was staying home. I started watching TikTok. I downloaded it like most people as a joke. Okay, there's no way I'm going to get into this. This is for kids. And within a few weeks, I had ordered my first set of neon paint from Amazon and I started playing with it. And it just kind of snowballed from there because I started having so much fun with it. And I thought I was being unique at first with the UV paint because I didn't see anybody else with that. And soon after, I started seeing more and more people, and it was really cool. I don't have anything particular that I cosplay as. I have a couple of OCs. I have Ruby. She's a demon. She's all red, got horns, everything. I have a neon demon. Her name's Xenix, and it's all black light work. I love doing a lot of stuff under black light. I just love the way it glows.
So how do you draw inspiration when you're about to do, let's say, a TikTok? What triggers it for you to go, that's what we're doing, camera's rolling? How does that, like, walk me through the process?
So a lot of the times I'll kind of draw ideas, I'll think of something like I want to do a neon skull. So I get on and Google it and find a couple of pictures that I can kind of draw from and go, okay, I like this part of this one, but I like this part of this. And I just kind of mesh it and turn it into my own creation.
Okay. Now, what do you find is a struggling situation with cosplaying?
It's more so there's a lot of gatekeeping, and there's a lot that believes like plus size people shouldn't cosplay certain characters or shouldn't cosplay at all. So it's been a big barrier to kind of break down and say, no, people of all sizes can do this. Let's do this for fun and just enjoy ourselves. Be supportive, and leave kind words. So if I see like somebody being bullied for their cosplay because they're a plus size person, I like to go in and leave a positive comment. Don't let them get to you. You're doing great. Your makeup looks amazing. I love your costume.
Okay.
I try to leave those comments that I want to see.
Nice. What is a cosplay theme or character that you would like to do but are just unable to do at the moment?
I kind of want to do. What the heck is the name of it? I'm fogging out. It's from Dune. The girl from Dune.
Okay. And what's preventing you from doing that cosplay?
Having supplies to make the costume.
Okay, that's a valid point. In your opinion, you know what? How long, you said you've been cosplaying since 2020. So we're at the moment of this recording, we're in 2024. Within the 4 years, in your opinion, which cosplay group is the most toxic?
A lot of the anime.
The anime cosplayers are pretty toxic. Now, is that the actual cosplayer, or are we talking their community?
A lot of the community.
Okay, so it's the anime cosplay community that is toxic. And what are their toxic traits?
Just the way they treat people outside of their little clique.
Can you tell me a time that that's ever happened to you?
Just getting mean comments, like I said, left about being plus size. I shouldn't be a cosplayer. My stuff was terrible and I should just get off the app.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
But does it motivate you to continue to push more product out?
Oh, absolutely. Okay. I've looked back at, where I started with just throwing on some random designs on my face to where I am now, where I've gotten to where I can shade and I still have a long way I can grow, but I've definitely come a long way from where I started.
At this point, from the moment when you first started to now, is it still the same feeling of like nervousness, or are you more of a going through the motions? Well, we got it on, let's go. Like, is there a contrast from the moment you started to now, or is it still the same feeling from the beginning to now?
I'm more comfortable with doing it, but because I haven't done anything in about a year, I've been slowly trying to get stuff accumulated to get back into it. I want to push the boundaries a little bit. So my goal this year is, and I've heard other cosplayers talk about it, is to go out in public in one of my cosplays.
Oh, nice.
Because little kids get excited. They want to take pictures with you, you know, do something fun. So that's my goal this year at some point. I want to go out, even if it's I run to Walmart to get something or whatever.
Do it.
I want to at least wear it out one time so I can say I've done it.
Out of the two characters that you mentioned earlier, which one you taking out? Which one deserves the public to be seen? And the public to be seen?
I think Xenix, just because she's so bright and colorful.
Okay, fair enough. Let me ask you this. What is something that always brings you joy?
Spending time with my family. It's good to unwind and get away from social media and outside interference and just enjoy my family, what little bit of time I get to have them together.
What are some of the things that you guys like to do in your eyes that's the business? It just makes me super happy when we do this sort of activity. What's that?
We find different shows that we want to watch together and we just start binging them. Like our new thing right now is Chicago Med. So we get together on Chris's day off and we'll all just sit down and just episode after episode. And that's what we do.
What's the coolest show that you guys picked as a family and enjoyed that you would watch again?
Yellowstone.
You liked Yellowstone. What's Yellowstone?
Oh, I loved Yellowstone.
I do not know what that is. What is Yellowstone?
Yellowstone is like a modern day Western meets gangster.
I do like that. I might have to check that out. What advice would you give your past self?
To be more confident in myself and not to worry about what anybody else thinks. I do what I do to have fun, and whether I get one view, I get 1 million views, I get one comment or 100 comments, I do my cosplays and my content for myself because it's what makes me happy.
Okay. What were your favorite books, film, and music when you were a teenager?
Any Stephen King book. Stephen King, I gave it to him. Bag of Bones was the very first book of his I ever read. And that is what sparked my love for reading.
Okay.
And then movie-wise, I'm sad to say this, but I was really into Twilight. Like hardcore.
First off, let's hold on. Do you remember a little bit ago you said if you could tell your past self something, it would be confidence? So here's what I want you to do moving forward. Whatever made you happy, whatever still makes you happy, there's no judgment here. So you got to say it with your chest. That. So you have to say Twilight. You like Twilight. Look, I've never seen them and I get it. It's not for me, but it put a smile on your face just you saying it. So that's what we're here for. So Twilight. All right. What else?
Music. I still have a wide range of love for music. Like there's, I can jump from country to R&B to pop. I love a good mixture of music.
Okay. So let's say you're in 10th grade, high school. What song was stuck in your head? What reminds you of that time? What was the song?
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Let's see, 10th grade. So that would have been, it had to be, it was Eminem.
Eminem,
I couldn't tell you a specific song because I was all for anything Eminem back then.
Eminem, okay. Yeah. All right. So we're going to switch gears just a little bit. Same question, but when you were a kid. So before high school, we'll say junior high, around there. Same thing with movies, music, and books.
Movie was Titanic.
Okay.
Books I didn't like to read back then.
That's
so fair. There really wasn't anything. And music was NSYNC.
Okay, so you like boy bands?
Oh yeah.
Was it all about NSYNC, or were there any other boy bands?
No, I liked Backstreet Boys too.
Okay.
I always had the friends. No, you got to pick one or the other, and I liked them both.
All right. Well, now you have to pick out of all the members Who's the one you were crushing on? You only get
AJ,
one.
all day, the bad boy.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know who that is. Can you describe him? Can you describe the dreaminess?
He's a skinnier version of my husband.
Okay. All right. Fair
Yeah.
enough. Fair enough. All right. I like that. All right. Did you ever get seriously injured or sick as a kid?
Yeah, I fell down the side of a mountain.
Why? What were you doing?
I climbed up with my step siblings and my sister, and I don't know why I thought it was a good idea to try to run down the side of this mountain. And just momentum built up, and I literally tumbled head over heels. By the time I hit the bottom, my dad said he thought I was dead. I thought I was dead. That was very scary. But they told me all I did was sprain my ankle. But I can take and bend my foot completely sideways. So I guarantee I broke something. They just didn't see it at the time.
Fair enough. That's scary as hell. Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
All right. This one is going to have you, will put you in your feels. And I want details. All right. This is going to be a multi-layered situation. All right.
Okay.
Well, you're going to love this. How old were you when you got married? How did the proposal go? And how was the ceremony?
So I was 17 when I got married, but I was proposed to over cold Papa John's pizza because that's where Chris worked at the time, was Papa John's, so he got free pizza. We got married at the courthouse.
Hold on, back up. I said details, right? So you're 17.
Okay.
You're 17. Okay. You're getting proposed to with a cold pizza from Papa John's. What type of pizza are we talking about?
It was a Southwest chicken pizza, and I swear I wish they would bring that pizza back. It was the best pizza Papa John's ever made.
Okay. Now, was this during the day, at night?
It was in the evening after he fried his car in the drive-through car wash, and we had to get a tow truck and his grandfather to come pick us up.
So wait, he's going to propose to you this evening with cold ass pizza with the Southwest chicken, which is discontinued, but the vehicle was damaged and it was in a car wash. Then we had to call someone to come tow this bad boy, right?
Yeah.
And then what happened?
And so we went back to his house. He took his dad's car, went and got the pizza, told me to wait in his room.
Oh.
Yeah. He comes back with the pizza, sends me out to go get drinks or whatever. I come back and there's candles and rose petals in the shape of a heart when I walked back in.
Aw. And then what happened?
And then he asked me to marry him, and I thought he was joking because we had literally only been together 3 days.
Wait, hold on. Okay. That's vital information. Wait. So you guys were official for 3 days prior?
Yes.
You must have put it on him, girl, for him to say, you want to get married? I got this pizza. Now, when he proposed, did he do it on one knee?
Yeah.
Okay. So he's on one knee in his room. He's like, yo, it's only been official 3 days. You want to do this?
I'm like, yeah, because I thought he was playing. And I still get the line to this day. Was I playing? No.
That's fair.
We're hitting 20 years next month. And so, no, he was not playing.
Congratulations on that. That is awesome.
Thank you.
Once you realized it was for real, what was that feeling?
It was exciting. We had met each other back in high school. So we had known each other a while. We just weren't official very long. We got married 3 months after we got together. But I told him he had to wait till I finished graduating first. I wanted to graduate from high school because I was the first person in my family to do so.
Nice. So wait, how did you guys meet? I want to know that story. Yeah. Don't worry. When I finally get your husband in one of these, I want to hear his version, but I want to hear your version first, right? How did you guys meet?
We met in high school. He was hobbling around because he had hurt his ankle and had to have reconstructive surgery. And he was friends with my boyfriend at the time.
Okay, so you had a boyfriend. You see your future husband hobbling, and you're like, I want to be your friend. So it's kind of like most people, they find an injured puppy or something, and they just
Yeah,
go, I
yeah,
want to
pretty
keep that.
much.
Oh, that's cute. So, all right. So how did the ceremony go?
It was pretty easy. I still laugh to this day because his best man, we were getting married in the courthouse, right? Up in a courtroom, up on like the fourth freaking floor. His best man looked out the window while I was in the bathroom, mind you, and told him I was running down the street.
Oh man. So what happened?
He looked out the window and didn't see me, obviously, running down the street. He was like, that's not funny. He had no black socks to wear with his suit. So he had to borrow a pair of his sister's knee-high pantyhose
Oh,
so that he had
snap.
some black socks on. Yeah.
Hey, that's
And then my mom almost didn't make our wedding because she didn't remember getting an invitation, so she didn't think she should show up. So there's a little drama there.
okay.
But everybody made it. And
Did you
yeah,
cry when it was official?
no.
No, because at that point you still didn't believe it. You were you in your mind you were still down the street. And my understanding is, see, the best man knew what was happening. He was like, metaphors, my friend, metaphors. Okay.
No, the best part of the whole wedding day, okay, it wasn't the reception. We had a reception at his parents' house. It was the fact that his best man and best friend spent the night with us. So we went on an adventure to Target to go shopping for pajamas on our wedding night with his best man. So I took his friend into the aisle with me and I bought him a man thong
That's
with his
fair.
friend.
Okay.
Embarrassed the crap out of him. He was like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe you did that with my best friend right there. Why would you buy me that with him in the store with you? And I was like, because it's funny.
It is rather funny. Being together for 20 years usually has their ups and downs and all those wonderful things. What's the greatest thing about your husband that has never diminished to this point in your eyes?
He has a big heart for people. He cares a lot about other people.
Okay. Is he aware of this?
Yes.
Okay, fair enough. We won't let it get to his head. Let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Who is the wisest person you have ever known? What have you learned from them?
I would have to say my grandfather. And I learned to not judge people based on, you know, how they look or things like that. I judge people how they treat me, how I see them treat others, and to also get to know them because you in that moment, even if they're having a bad time right there, you don't know what's going on behind the scenes. So I take the time to get to know the person to assess, okay, no, they're really just a bad person, or no, they're going through a really rough time.
Okay, fair enough. At this moment, I'm going to need all the ladies in the building to stay in the room and all the men in the room to leave. This is where I need Chris behind you to leave the room.
Bye.
Just for a few minutes. Just for a few moments.
See you later.
Yep, just need him.
Alligator.
I just need him to leave the room for just a few moments, and then he'll come on back in. For those that don't know, that is her husband, and they're
Yeah.
just—it's just a room she's filming in. Just if anyone going, wait a minute, what is he doing in there?
It's
Right.
not that kind of recording.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So here's what I want you to do. All right, we're gonna get this one out of the way because why not? I want you to look at the camera, and I want you, from your heart, to give him a message that later he can watch this and always reflect on. And it could be anything. But do you do him? Take it away.
I'm really proud of you. I'm very proud of how hard you work for us the dedication you put in, and every little thing that you do for this family. It doesn't go unnoticed. I know sometimes it feels that way, but it doesn't. I see it all, and I appreciate every little bit of it.
No, I love you. None of that. Like, wow, just gonna leave him with no, I love you.
He knows I love him.
Well, you better say it. What if it's 100 years from now and somehow he's part cyborg and you chose not to be a robot and he does, and he's got to look at this video to hear those kind of words and no, I love you. Now he's destroying like Manhattan, and I'll go just because she didn't say I love him.
Okay, I love you very much.
That sounds forced as hell, but we'll take it. We'll take it. No problem. You can bring him back in. It's all good.
Babe.
Bring him back in. All right.
I bet he went and laid on the couch.
That's fair. But if he comes back in, it's perfect. When you say
no, I was just hanging out with the cat.
Oh.
He was hanging out with the pussy. Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. So I heard you say something about us. Do you guys have children together?
Yeah, we have a daughter.
And what is her name?
Aspen.
What was going through your head the moment you knew? Wait, how old is she right now?
14.
Oh, Lord, that's a long time. All right,
yeah.
Let's start from the beginning. What was going through your mind when you found out you was pregnant? How did you break the news to Mr. Chris?
He came back from getting me Burger King.
Oh, everything that is milestone in your life has some sort of food involved.
Yeah.
I love it. Okay, so we have Burger King. Go ahead. Go get the Burger King.
And I had already taken the pregnancy test and left it sitting right on his nightstand. I acted mad as hell, and I was like, "What is that?" And he goes, "It's a pregnancy test." And I was like, "And what does it say?" "Oh shit, you're pregnant." "Yeah." He goes, "Well, that kind of explains why you've been so bitchy lately."
Oh snap! Oh snap!
It was so bad. I would ask for no mayonnaise. I cannot stand mayonnaise as it is, but especially when I was pregnant, I really couldn't stand it. He brought me home a Whopper, and it still had mayonnaise on it, and I chucked it at his head, and I was like, "I said no mayonnaise."
Oh shit! You was full kaiju on him. Dang.
Yeah.
That's horrible. And he chose to stay? Oh man, this man is great.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Okay, so you're at the moment. So what was it like when you delivered her and you held her for the first time? What was going through your mind?
I was excited, but I was also nervous because we weren't in the best spot in life. We were living in a hotel with some dude we met at another hotel. But it got us by. It kept a roof over our head till our situation kind of balanced out and settled.
Okay. So what are some of the coolest things you admire about your daughter?
She's so creative. She's very, very smart. And I love the fact that she's got so many ideas that she just wants to fire up. And she's always been that way. When she was little, it was, small things. I want to invent a battery pack. And we'd tell her, that's already been invented. And she'd get all upset because she thought that was a brand new idea. But it has never diminished. Like that spark and wanting to be creative. She's already talking about wanting to go to school to learn coding because she wants to write programs and make apps.
Nice.
Yeah.
Now, as being a parent myself, and what's a couple of things that you're like, she better grow out of this because this is annoying, and I hope this isn't going to be a permanent trait in her adult life. What are a couple of those things?
She has to get the last word.
Really? Oh no.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh man.
When she gets in trouble, she doesn't know when to stop this.
Right.
And I'm like, we've tried to explain, when you grow up and you get a job, you can't do that.
Yeah. So well, she's 14 now, so that's just typical young.
She's a teen.
Yeah. All right. So now Now you got to leave a message to your daughter. Now, we're going to do this one a little different. Words of encouragement, something you can give her that she can always carry with her, how you always feel about her that you may not even tell her. And make sure this time you leave an I love you. Take it away.
Aspen, always stick with what's in your heart. Your heart's never going to lead you wrong. And I want you to do things fully. When you commit to something, complete it. Do it. If it scares you, you're doing the right thing. Most of the time. You gotta trust yourself. I'm very proud of you. I'm proud of what you've accomplished so far, and I can't wait to see what you accomplish in the future. I love you, kiddo.
All right, I'll take that. Wonderful. I like that. What's your biggest fear?
Failure. I don't want to fail at being a parent, at being a wife, at being a friend. And I know by no means is there a perfect person, but I always worry every day, am I doing the best? Am I the best I can? Am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing?
We're going to create a bucket list. Give me your top 3 things you would love to add to that bucket list.
I want to travel outside the country. I want to go to either Thailand or Greece. Those are 2 places I would absolutely love to go see. I want to go to Disney World with Aspen because I promised her, even when she was younger, that I would take her, and never got to do that with her. I want to create those memories. And I don't know. I think the last thing would be to leave some kind of positive impact in some way, shape, or form.
What's the grossest color in your opinion?
It is a green color that is on an old Charger. I want to say it's like a 1972 Charger, because I had a boyfriend in high school who had a Charger this color. And I used to refer to it as the baby shit green car.
So baby shit green is the grossest color. Okay.
Yes.
Now we're going to start a little controversy. And in no way can you dodge this question. And you have to be truthful. And the question I'm going to ask you, there is an answer to it. Okay?
Yeah.
So you can't dodge this. Let me ask you first, let me start off with, how old are you, if that's okay to ask? How old are you?
36. I always have to ask him because I never remember.
That's fair enough. You're 36 years old. So let's take 20 years. We'll go with 20 years. Okay. Are you into any sports at all? Like, do you watch sports at all? Like, are you into sports?
I watch hockey and football.
Okay. So let's stick with, so let's go. How long have you been watching football?
Since I can remember.
All right. Okay. So we'll leave it a little over 20 years. In your opinion, and again, can't dodge it. You got to be honest with this and come clean. What's the worst thing about the Dallas Cowboys?
Their owner. He's terrible.
What makes him terrible?
He gets way too involved in who we draft and who we get rid of and bring back. Because we literally just got rid of one trouble person. He spent a year over at the Patriots and we just re-signed him. We are not going to win any championships until this old man crooks.
Okay. Who was the dream team of Dallas Cowboys, in your opinion? Who was the dream team?
I definitely got it. If I could pick from all different eras, man, I gotta throw Troy Aikman in there.
Okay. He's a great kicker. Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sure, we'll go with that. Emmett, gotta love Emmett Smith.
Yep. Quarterback number one. Right. That's fair.
I don't know. Those are two that stand out to me the most.
Okay. Fair enough. All right. We're gonna get a little nerdy. All right. Do you know anything about comic books or comic book characters, anime, any of that stuff? Or is it
Some
just
comic
typical?
book, like DC, Marvel.
Okay, so we'll stick with that. So, who do you like more? Okay, since you guys watch TV, who puts on a better TV series? Marvel or DC?
DC by far.
Okay, what are some of the shows that you enjoy from those guys?
Superman.
Superman, okay.
Oh yeah.
Right.
Superman's always one of my favorites. Teen Titans, I do like Teen Titans.
Okay, the live action or the cartoon?
The cartoon.
All right, fair enough. All right.
Yeah.
All right. And who does it better movie-wise?
Marvel. Yeah.
All right. So normally this has kind of been a trend in these interviews. I kind of ask this particular question, and it seems to go over pretty well. And I usually get great responses. Seeing that you kind of already get the idea of these shows and movies, and you have a general idea of Marvel versus DC. When you're at your lowest of lows, right? Your lowest of lows, what character best represents you? Based upon what you have seen and what you know, which character best represents when you're at your low? And why?
That's a good question.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I know. Dang. Got me thinking. I don't know. I would have to say the Scarlet Witch.
The Scarlet Witch. Okay, why?
Because she has been through so much, kind of like me, and she kind of had the comeback, but she still kind of falls off over here. She's just really relatable.
Okay, fair enough. All right, at your funeral, what is it that you hope people best describe you as?
Fun and caring. Somebody that, they always felt like they had a friend.
Okay. What's your most precious memory?
I would have to say the last conversation I had with my dad before he passed away. Because it's always a conversation starter when people see either my tattoo or Chris's tattoo, because we both got the same one, which is an alien head. My last conversation with my dad was how the alien hub was under Denver International Airport, because my dad lived in Colorado. And we talked all about the aliens, and that was the very last thing we ever talked about. And it was so cool.
Nice. What's the thing that you want to tell the world about yourself that most people get wrong?
That I'm actually nice. I know I have constant resting bitch face, but I'm actually extremely friendly.
All right, fair enough. What's the most embarrassing thing you have ever done?
I pissed my pants at a bus stop at a gas station in Vegas because I had heat stroke.
All right, that's fair. That's fair. Vegas be doing that. We be getting the pissy pants at the gas station. Hey, that'll work.
And I had a kid at the time that made it very well known every time we'd ride by on the bus. Mom, ain't that the place you peed your pants at? Shush, thank you, Aspen. Just shut.
Nice. That's cute. I like that. Who has been your friend the longest and how did you meet them?
Oh, man. I would have to say my friend Rebecca. And I actually met her by going to hang out with somebody we knew from high school. And she was actually friends of this guy's girlfriend. And within like 10 minutes of meeting, it was, hey, you want to ditch these guys and we can go get a milkshake and a burger over at McDonald's? Sure, let's go.
Okay. All right, I got a good one for you here. This one I feel is a good one. This one because I want to know the tea. How did your friends and family feel about you getting engaged to Chris?
My dad said that I was not going to marry no pizza boy because he was working at Papa John's,
Right.
like we talked about. And then proceeded to tell my husband that I changed boyfriends like I change underwear.
Okay.
Well, if that's true, then I guess I never changed my underwear.
Fair enough in the video. Fair enough. I'll take it. I'll take the dirt. Okay.
Like, I called crying to my mom because my mom's parents signed for her to marry my dad when she was 17. So it took about 20 minutes before my dad called and said, yeah, we could get married.
Okay. What about your friends? What did they think?
I didn't have no friends at that time.
You said that with such conviction. I'm gonna just move on to my next question. I'm like, I don't have no friends. All right. Fair enough. Except for Rebecca.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. All right. At any time when you were in school, junior high or high school, did you ever win any special awards?
No.
Okay.
Well, my senior year, I ended up lettering in academics, and I don't know how I did it. I was a terrible student.
So we got a letter.
Yeah.
All right. That's an award. What are you talking about?
I don't know how I did it. I was failing my history class at the time. I barely graduated, so I have no clue how I managed to get a letter for academics.
Hey, but you got it.
I got it.
All right. What makes you feel the most alive?
I would have to say creating content.
Okay.
Because it gives me a chance to express myself in many different ways.
How would you like to spend your time if you were to retire? What would that be like?
I would love to travel the world. I would love to, I think it was like 9 months I had looked up. There's a 9-month long cruise to go all around the world. And you see all these different countries. I think that would be so cool. If money were no object, I would love to do that.
Very enough. In your humble opinion, what is the worst fast food restaurant on this planet?
Sonic.
You don't like Sonic?
It's the last couple times I've had it, it's been so gross. Like so greasy, more so than usual.
You could just drink the grease. What are you talking about? Add it to your slush?
No, I'm good.
I mean, if they're already making pickles and putting them in the Dr. Pepper slushies, you could take the oil from your sandwiches and put it in your drink too, and it would be a new viral thing, no?
No.
Not at all. Okay. All right. Fair enough. What's your spirit animal?
I'd have to say an elephant.
You say an elephant. Why is that?
Because they're strong. They're very smart. There's so much about them. Just, I don't know. I've always been captivated by an elephant.
This is going to be a dark question because I know you're built for that. I know you're built for that. Your family's in danger, and the captors are telling you in order to save your family. In front of you are 3 baby animals. Okay, 3. You have a baby panda. Those are cute. A baby hippo and a joey, a baby kangaroo. And all you have to do is pick one of them and eat it right on the spot. Which one are you going for to save your family? And they're all babies because we all know, let's face it, if they were full grown, it'd be a little difficult. You're not going to save your family.
I'd have to say the joey.
You'd have to say the baby kangaroo?
Yeah.
All right.
Because the little suckers grow up and get mean.
Well, it's a baby right now.
So he's going to grow up and get mean. So one less little asshole to grow up.
All right. So you're going to eat the baby Joey. They release your family. And they're like, for an extra $1 million, you'd have to eat another one. What's the other one? That you would have to share with your family.
The panda.
The baby panda?
Uh-huh.
Those are cute. I wonder how that meat would taste. Okay. All right. What are some of the things that you've eaten in your entire life that were the worst?
Calamari.
What? How dare you? This interview's over,
and it could be because, you know, the restaurant just didn't cook it right. It was very rubbery. It was not a pleasant experience.
Not a good thing. What else? What else is there? Some other things you were like, nope, I'm not putting that in my mouth.
Oh, there's plenty of things I won't put in my mouth.
Well, I'm only talking about food, ma'am.
I know. My dad's big thing was eating Rocky Mountain oysters. I would never try them, especially once I learned what they were. Ain't no way.
For those that don't know, those are bull balls.
Yeah.
Just had to tell the people, like, I'm trying to save them a Google search trip so they don't have to even see it.
And my dad's favorite thing to do was to sit in the restaurant while he ate them and do the whole almond joy thing. Sometimes you feel like a nut, sometimes you don't.
You know what?
I'm like, stop.
I've noticed you brought up your dad several times during this course of this interview. Tell me a little bit about your dad.
He was a single dad for most of my childhood. Him and my mom got divorced. I think I was about 4. And he raised us. And he was like me. He would do almost anything for anybody. He'd give the shirt off of his back to a complete stranger. And he got really sick in the last few years. He had prostate cancer, and he chose not to do any treatments because he felt like he wanted to just enjoy what bit of life he had before it took him.
He's watching right now. What would you like to say to him?
That I miss him a lot.
Well, not to me, to the camera. I said he's watching.
Well, I know.
And make sure you throw in an I love you again, please.
There's a lot of stuff that's been missed, you know, that I wish you could have been here for. And yeah, I do love you. I miss you every day.
Thanks.
Aspen still got the teddy bear that she gave for Valentine's Day. Yeah.
Right on. So what was the most memorable date you had with Chris?
Our very first date at Chili's.
Again, another food story. Tell me about this.
So he took me to Chili's, and I was nervous, you know. I didn't want to scarf down this big old salad that I ordered, so I sat and picked at it. He was chowing down on his burger. He was like, I felt so bad I was scarfing down this food, and I was literally just picking at this salad.
Nice.
But it was fun. He still teases me about it every time we go to Chili's. He's like, are you going to actually eat this time? Yes. Yes, I will.
At least he remembers, right?
Yeah.
Hey, that's awesome. What is a dream you've had to let go of?
Becoming a nurse. I wanted to be a nurse for so long. And I wanted to be a nurse because I've seen so many bad ones. I wanted to be one of the good ones.
Okay. Yeah, that would be, yeah. Yeah, that definitely, man, could you imagine if you were a nurse to this day? That'd have been so cool. But that's
Yeah.
all right. You still got time. What are you talking about? You still got time. What is something you like about your generation?
We know what life was like before technology.
Okay.
We know what it was like to actually go outside and enjoy time without a phone in our hand. And I tell Aspen that all the time too. I said, when we grew up, we didn't have phones. When we had to go outside, we were outside for the day.
Yep. Don't bring your butt in till the street lights come on.
And so now she's learned. She's like, yeah, well, they had to make commercials to tell your parents that they had kids. Yep, they sure did.
Yeah, sure did. Yeah. What's your superpower? And I'm not talking like a fictional superpower. I mean, like, what is your superpower?
I think being able to feel a lot of people's emotions. I can kind of gauge when something's not right. If somebody's having a rough day or whatever, I can call friends, Chris, or just meeting somebody in public, and I can generally, oh, they're having a great day, or something's not right, what's wrong. And he doesn't know how I do it. I don't know how I do it. I just do.
So the aliens are coming to destroy us. Okay. And you're going to be nominated as our ambassador to save the planet. What would you tell the aliens in order to persuade them to not, get rid of us?
Turn us into a reality TV show. There's plenty of entertainment.
Just cash in on our existence.
Yeah, why not?
Okay. All right. Fair enough. We're going to make a billboard. Got your face on it. And you're going to leave a statement of positivity to the world. What would that statement be?
Drown out the noise with your own noise. Like, be louder than the noise going on around you.
Okay. Now, I do know that we are almost to the end. And I have a very important question to ask you that I usually try to save to the end. And that is, in your own words, why does Batman suck?
Are we talking in general, or are we talking a specific Batman?
Oh, I like that. Let's start with the general, and then let's dive into the individual. So in general, why does Batman suck? And then which Batman really gives you the problem?
So, in general, Batman sucks because he's just a rich boy with fucking a bunch of toys, okay? He has no real superpowers.
Okay.
And then I did not like Ben Affleck as Batman. I don't know why. He did not fit it for me. And I haven't even watched the new one with Robert Pattinson in it.
Okay.
So that could change if I watch that one. But yeah, I did not feel Ben Affleck at all. Michael Keaton is my favorite Batman.
All right. That's usually everyone's favorite Batman. That's usually a good one. Okay. Now, I'm going to give you a few moments to let everyone know who's watching this video from here into the future. Why should they watch your content? And when you're all done with that, tell everyone where they can find you and what platforms that you're on at the moment. Because during this recording in the future, things might change. And for everyone who is watching, all the links of what's available, it will be linked below in the description. Take it away, Miss Shay.
So with my content, you never know what you're going to get. I like to shake it up from day to day. I mean, you're going to get cosplays, you're going to get motivational, you're going to get just aspects of my life. You're going to get the whole shebang. But you're always going to have a good time. I like to have fun. And my goal is to make even one person smile. My hopes is that I reach you on one of your bad days and you see my video and it makes you laugh. And even if just for that brief moment, I made your day a little better. And currently, you can find me on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. I got to start uploading more to YouTube, but I am on YouTube. And I think that's it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you would like to make statements of? Anything else?
Not that I can think of.
All right, I will pull.
Other than this was a lot of fun.
Perfect. Now I'm going to pull one magical question. One magical question. Bam. How did you decide on your daughter's name? Bonus.
We just kind of pre-planned the baby names before we ever had kids. So it was kind of like next in line.
Okay, so what if Aspen was going to be a boy? What would that name have been?
Brian Christopher.
Oh, Brian Christopher. Okay.
Because he didn't want a junior, but I wanted his name to be in there somewhere.
Okay. And when you guys came up with her name, right?
Uh-huh.
Who was the one who came up with the name? Was it you or Chris?
Me.
Was there a name that he was rooting for when you guys were compiling names? Was there a name that he threw in there?
No.
Nothing. He was just like,
he pretty much left it up to me.
Oh, he didn't even get involved. What the hell? He's like, I got this cold pizza. We're going to name this baby. I get it. All right. Well, I want to say thank you very much for being here. I had a great time getting to know you a little bit, and everyone else is watching. Got a chance to get to know you again. Just want to reiterate, guys, all of her links will be located at the bottom of the in the descriptions. Also, Chris, thank you for being here in the background. Little do you know, he's been back there doing a couple of little dances back there. And he's back there, you know, having a good time, sexy as ever. And congratulations. At this moment, 20 years. I'm definitely rooting for you guys for 20 more. And do me a favor, when he finally gets those cyborg parts, you need to get them too. So you guys will just be together forever. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
All right, you guys. Appreciate you guys for watching. Until next time, guys. Cheers. And we will see you guys later. Bye.
Bye.